position is confirmed with the end of the qualifying session. All that's left is to say goodbye, and we'll see you on the starting grid.
As we get going, the tyre wall will be interesting. Who's picked hards, who's picked mediums?
Complete, and riders are lined up.
Jack Berman, who is on the front row.
Just a few more seconds, and we'll get going in the Argentine Grand Prix.
Nelson is 6th, and Finley is 7th, so Platt going for the hard rear. It looks like from the side that most of them come from medium. And we're off. And it's a good start from Platt as we head down towards turn 1 for the first time. All contact between the Hondas. Nelson's off the track and it's on a jump, and well done to him for staying on the pit. Oh, VTL's gone down into the box, and Jack Berman takes the lead with Sire in second. So the two inline fours have taken the lead from the Pramac Ducati, and it's Sire who now leads and go down the back straight, reaching well over 200 miles an hour. But look at the Ducati, V4 Desmo power, last pass to Suzuki. It's going to go up the inside of the Yamaha, maybe. No, he goes wide. A lot of people are going wide, Finley going wide, everyone's going wide there, apart from Jack. No, he changed direction. And also good on the curve there, but you can just see in the background how he'll try and make his way past Finley. He's now going into turn number 7. Oh, Howland's gone off the track, he's gone down. Tyre's wide, Platt's going to go up the inside. Oh, Jack, no! Oh, that is really unfortunate. Jack and Platt and Sire all coming together, and Jack just being on the highest amount of lead angle goes down. He's now down to 5th place. So, at the moment, Finley, who qualified last, is in 3rd. I'm pretty sure you'll take that after poor qualifying, but Sire, he leads. So, Yamaha and Ducati, the only 2 winners so far this season. Sire was not the winner. He should have been the winner, but due to very unfortunate luck, he was forced to finish, I think, off the podium. But it was Adam on that day who was the winner. But let's see what can happen. Sire, 7/10 in front of Platt. Seen this day from Platt before. Oh, Finley's gone down. So everyone's gone down apart from the front 2. Sorry, and Nelson. Nelson hasn't gone down. Excuse me, either. But he had an off-track excursion. But Sire has already put a second lead on Platt, and Platt's known for his 1 mistake minimum, so Platt's just got to play as careful, play the good old waiting game. So the hard rear in, Sire I believe has got the medium rear, he does. We're just going to see the differences between the V4 and inline 4. Inline 4 generates more torque, so you'd think it generates a little bit more tyre wear. We'll see as this race progresses, but 1.2 seconds already the lead. Platt just struggling in race show at the moment. And the field is quite spread out, but Jack and Finley only half a second separating as Finley goes a bit wide into turn 7, just forms into turn 8. But unfortunately the gaps are quite spread out right now. Hope for the field can close up a little bit. All those crashes just separated everyone massively. Or crashing in different spots of the circuit, losing different amounts of time. You see Nelson going off at turn 1, and I will have to congratulate him afterwards for staying on despite doing a massive jump and sliding his way through the gravel. He holds on to 3rd for now. He's also got the hard rear end. Oh, and VTL's gone down. That is probably race over, but you never know. Oh, and Howland loses the front in turn 1. He ran a little bit wide. You go wide. The track is so dirty offline. And down the front went. Oh, and he nearly goes down. The jump. And Jack now closing on the back of Nelson. 6/10 the gap down the straight to Suzuki. It's just not quite got the legs the Honda does. You know, the Suzuki is very fast this season. With a hairpin to go in. That's been about 10th under braking after the long left-hander. Now we change direction to turn 7. This is one of the favourite overtaking spots, and it's very hard to do. Oh, Nelson's wide again. He's going to cut back for a late apex, and he won't need to use as much lean angle, so he can save a bit of the edge grip on the tyre. Now he's switched over to the Aston section. bank cambered left corner, flick over right, and back left again for another long left-hander. Left side of the tyre does not like this track at all. But the fact there is more rights than lefts. Here we go, hard brake in the front tyres, take a lot of punishment here too. Push to the right side, ooh, Jack getting quite close to the curb there, having to sit up a little bit. Oh, and Nelson goes down over the curb. And that promotes Jack into third, and Sire has gone down at turn 1. So be careful rejoining the track. So, Platt's being granted the lead. He's just gonna hold on to this lead now. 5 seconds. Doesn't seem like he has the race-winning pace. He's just gonna stay on the machine, and he will win surely. But you never know if he's not quick enough. Just have the natural pace, and Sire can do some laps, some very fast laps. He might be able to close the gap down, and that's a big mistake from Platt there, and plow wide into the hairpin. See Sire doing the exact same thing. So I feel fast right out. It's Finley really struggling in the braking zone there of turn 5. Can't get it back. The Honda's here to be stopped. But Honda's 4th, 5th, and 6th at the moment. Not fantastic, but it's not too bad either. But the podium in the last race and a victory in the previous race, so we wanted another podium. 3 podiums this season so far for HRC. Gap at front, 5.3 seconds, so Platt's be able to extend it just by over a tenth. Oh, but like, the gap goes quite a lot in the final sector. But a big time out of run wide somewhere. We start lap number 5 of 13, 9 laps to go. So all the V4s are on hards. And all the inline 4s are on mediums. So we'll see what the difference is with this. Platt's just extending the gap. She goes through the hairpin. It seems like the V4 bikes just seem to like that stiffer construction rear. Maybe the V4 burn up the tyres more, or maybe it's just a safety precaution, not burn out the tyre. But at the moment, everything's staying quite stable. Everyone's pulling away from everyone. It was a shame because everyone seemed quite close in qualifying. No great deal of gap separating, like 3rd to about 6th. So. But here we go into the Aston section once more. And Sire's gone down again. That's not what he needed. And that's to promote Jack into 2nd place. Oh, and Finley's gone down as well. Has he crashed the same corner? Yes, he has. That now promotes Nelson into 5th place. Will it promote Howling into 6th? Yes, it will. And I think it will promote BTR into 6th as well. Yep. Finley dropping all the way from 4th to 7th. Not what he needed at all. Has Jack gone straight on or something, or am I just... Okay, I was just seeing things. The way the graphs at the fault, someone ran on there, but it turns out I was just seeing things. So Platt's got this race in the bag once again. It's his to lose. He's just going to stay on the thing and he'll win. That's all 2 point something seconds from 4th downwards. Then they can't all be 0 point something. Hello, Randy. So, unfortunately, not a lot is going on right now. Players closing in on Jack, but I just don't think time is on his side at the moment. Nelson's extending the gap on his teammate. The gap between VTR, Howling and Finley are all staying quite stable. All on the brakes for the Honda. And now through the long rights. In about third or fourth gear, depending on your gearing and if you need to short shift. Back down to second or third. I imagine second gear. Flat here on his 8th lap of 13 already. This is a Sunday cruise for him at the moment. Everything this season just seems to be going his way apart from in Esterville where he's wanted to turn off momentarily. I'm not sure if he still has this problem, but he didn't tell me about it beforehand, so I presume not. I presume he's got a new monitor since then. The grass there makes it seem like someone ran on. It looks like a bit of dust. But Sire is closing in on Jack quite quickly. If he can stay on the bike, and Jack can make a couple of mistakes, he might have a last lap battle for second place here, but Jack's just holding firm at the moment. As you see now, he's changed his direction. He's running an Argentinian style helmet, I think, here, yep. Or his helmet in the colour of the Argentinian flag. Now he's changed direction for the Aston section. And now into the final right-handers for the heaviest braking zone, hardest braking zone on the circuit. Similar to the ending of Thailand. All a bit different, a bit slower speeds. But Nelson is giving himself a long lap penalty due to track limits, so that might bring him into a battle with Howling. That pretty much guarantees the top three unless the top three make a couple of big mistakes. Into turn 2. And here we go, hard onto the brakes. So you got this left-hander coming up, and it's a long lap loop. Will Nelson take it on this lap? I'd imagine so. Get it out of the way. It's not the easiest of long lap loops. Do brakes. Yeah, it's very straight line in braking, so I presume he's going to take it. Yeah, here we go. To the right, to the bike up. Nicely done there. By the former champion, two-time champion, I should say. He just comes out in front of his teammate. They come in with a nice Repsol Honda scrap, 4th place. Hopefully Howling can do something about this. Two Dutchmen. Oh, the side has gone down. Where's he crashed? He's crashed at the hairpin, and that's basically granted Jack second place. Nelson will be kicking himself because he's just thrown away a third place there due to his long lap penalty. But 4 laps to go now. If Sam makes another big mistake, it could be a 3-way fight for the final spot on the podium. Now we change direction. Alan's bike a little bit more agile, as that's how he likes his bike to be more agile than turning, be able to turn. But look at the speed of that Honda in the slipstream. And he can brake a lot better as well. He's faster and he can brake harder. He doesn't quite have the same corner speed. That's the difference between the two setups, I think. And here we go, Howling coming up towards turn 7. I don't think he's close enough to attack this time round, but he's getting close to his teammate. But he's just had a little mistake there, just couldn't quite get the bike turned in. But he's got it turned in nicely there and onto the power. And Finley's gone down. Not a great race for Finley. Didn't seem to be too confident coming into this race, and I understand why. He's been a bit too busy having some celebrations. Hopefully next week he can be back fighting, back inside the top 5. And now onto the brakes for these two. Who's going to win the battle? The Hondas and Howling very deep into the hairpins. These two start their 11th lap. Through turn 1 they go. Oh, Howling's gone down and he's lost the front at turn number 2, and that is really unfortunate. I was really hoping that could be something done on that last lap, on these last laps here, but Howling was pushing that a little bit too hard, and the front end of that Honda, it's very unpredictable, and it is let go on him. And oh my God, Nelson saving the front tyre. It took there, and he just about held on to it. That's 2 saves for Nelson this race. You just need to bring the bike home. It's like 15 seconds in front in the lead as he crosses the line. Penultimate lap for the Puma Pramac Racing rider and the championship leader. So here we go into turn 2, hard on the brakes. Right, just looks nice and gentle. No need for risks to be taken. Slaying what could have been, he had the pace, he took the fastest lap, but 3 crashes have really dented his chances of victory here. Howling, he could have been on for a podium. All these guys could be on for a podium if they stayed on the bike quite easily. That really been the only one, I think, to not crash by his own doing. He crashed due to just very unfortunate circumstances. Him and Siren Flat joined the track at the same time, and unfortunately Jack came out the worst of it on the floor. It was a very good comeback ride for Jack. He's in 2nd place. That will be his best finish of the season. But as usual, been a standout competitor, like he has been in most of the races this season. Nobody's going to put a stop to him. So here we go through turn 2 and now into turn 3 and 4. And Howling has given himself a long lap penalty onto this final lap. He can take it, well, he doesn't have to take it because Finley's so far back. But let's see what happens. Nelson's got a very secure 4th place. He's backed off completely. His VTR has started to close the gap on him very quickly. He thinks it's that front end moment. He's just decided to back off, bring home 4th place. No need to take any risks. Zairi's still pushing. He's closing in on Jack, but he just... what could have been for him? He had the pace to win this race. Number 1 just can't catch a break at the moment this season on board the M1. And Howling, actually now he could be in trouble here, he's going to have to take his long lap because he's just crashed. But he goes Platt around the penultimate corner and through the final corner, and Platt takes his 5th victory of the season, and he goes down.